Today we'll be using the Mirage deck. You know, for many years I have been looking for a clock trick that utilizes playing cards that would be worthy of our mentioning. And I was never able to quite find any that were suitable or worthy of our talks. Most of them required you to give the volunteer 13 cards. They take off a few cards, then you subtract the number that they take off from 13, and that tells you where on the hour clock that their card will fall. Never really appreciated that type of trick. This one I find to be much better. You're going to give them 12 cards, and then there's no memorization to this. It's the oldest trick in the book. They pick a card, any card. You know how the saying goes. So let's just say they pick the 5 of hearts. They put that card on top. At this point, they can turn around, they can conceal their cards, I can turn around. What I'm going to need them to do is, without letting anybody know, they can let their BFF know, I guess, but they're going to take a certain number of cards and put them to the bottom and not let me know. So in this case, we'll just say 4. Now, they say that they're done, so I turn back around. I ask them to please hand me the cards. I take the cards back, and now I should be able to find their card. Now, this is just a ploy because I don't have enough information to find their card at this point. What I am doing is I'm reversing the order. If you do what I just did, that reverses the order. At this point, the second step is keep it in order, but take off 6 cards. And I believe that's 6 right there. 5, one more is 6. Now you have 6 in each hand. You're going to take the bottom ones, put them to the top, which simultaneously takes the top ones and puts it to the bottom. At this point, you're going to give them the cards back again and tell them to repeat what they did the first time, verbatim, don't deviate. And you'll turn your back and do what you did the first time. So, of course, they're going to do what they did the first time, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't tell you, just like they didn't tell you the first time. You turn back around and say, please give me the cards again. It's like a deja vu moment. You get the cards. Now, at this point, the trick is over. You know that their card is at the 5 o'clock hour. How do you know? Because their card is right at the 6th spot. It's 6 cards down. It's always going to be 6 cards down. Why isn't it at 6 p.m. then, or 6 a.m.? The reason why is because, remember, you start your clock at 12, not at 1. So by starting at 12, 12 is the 1, 1 is the 2. So their card will be at 5 o'clock if you do it as is, do rags and Tims. However, you don't always want to do 5 o'clock. This is a reoccurring trick that you can do time and time again. All you have to do is take 2 cards from the bottom, put them on top. Then their card will move from the 5 o'clock position to the 7 o'clock position. If you only take 1 card from the bottom and put it on top, their card will now be at 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. If you take 3 cards, naturally their card is at the 8 o'clock spot. And you want to do that. You want to make sure that you change it up when you do reoccurring acts, because you don't want a kid to sit through 3 of your episodes and finally say, aha, I caught you. You're always doing it at 5 o'clock. That must be the trick. So no, you mix it up. So now let's lay it down, starting from 12. We're setting up our clock, which in my opinion, I think looks gorgeous. That's the reason why I like clock card tricks. What I like to do is turn my 3 sideways to differentiate it from the others. I do the same thing for the 9. That way it stands out and it gives us a beautiful clock. If you look there, I have a beautiful clock. And just to show you what I was talking about, their clock that they originally start off with is at the 5 o'clock spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is their card. Enjoy.